What's going on, people? Welcome to another Tony's Take. You see the headline, you already know. Let's get into it, man. So last night on Throwdown Your Questions, we were asked by a fan, quote unquote fan, it was actually Carlos. He asked, should CD Projekt RED issue an apology over the whole Cyberpunk fiasco, right? This morning I woke up right there, right? I think they issued it way before I even woke up because they're in Poland and shit, right? So they put this apology. I'll link it down below. I'm sorry, bro. Not buying it. It was such a half-hearted apology, man. And it's like, you guys didn't, like, this is such a crazy topic. I gotta control myself right now. Okay, so we all know what happened with this game, right? They released this game to reviewers to review, right? But it's only the PC version. We didn't see any of the console versions up until launch day, basically. I know there's some people out in the streets who got it early and stuff. We saw some questionable stuff, as I talked about in the last Tony's Take. And, you know, now we know why, basically. The game is fucking borderline broken on last-gen systems, PS4 and Xbox One, right? So we get this apology saying how, you know, they didn't realize that they need to do more work. You know, they apologized for, you know, misleading people. Thank you for at least saying you were misleading people, you know, and all this. And again, I'm not trying to, like, toot my own horn here because this situation is not good. It's not good for gamers, not good for nobody, you know? But I called it. I said, yo, there's got to come a point where you need to cut off last gen systems because things are not going to run right? Proof is in the pudding, right? And just to clarify, I'm not saying that the last gen versions held back, you know, the optimized version, which is the PC version at this point. No. It wasn't like that. This game was made specifically for the PC and then downscaled badly for the last gen systems, right? And as I said in the video yesterday, I think what should have happened is, and by the way, again, this is just what I think should have happened. They obviously can't do anything about it. The dog is out of the fucking leash and all that other shit is done. They can't do anything about it. Shit is done, right? But they should have done is cancel the motherfuckers, you know, last gen versions, and just only focus on PC and PS5 and Xbox and release the game next year, 2021. That's what should have happened. Everybody would have benefited because, again, this is not a marathon, right? They're trying to treat this like a sprint. You're gonna make your money back, right? Look, they made their money back with The Witcher like 50 times over, you know, over the course of 5 years. Could do that with Cyberpunk, you know. But the real reason I'm making this video is because of the reactions I'm seeing to the apologies, right? You know, you have one camp that's like me, it's like, nah, bro, like, kind of appreciate it, but I kind of don't, because it's kind of half-hearted, you know. And then the fact that they said they're going to have one big patch in January, none of the big patch in March. I'm like, so delay the bitch until March. You know, you have one patch in January, another one in fucking, yeah, February and January, right? They said in March then, at minimum. You know, so you got that crowd that's like me. I'm like, no, I'm not buying this, bro. This is too, like, mealy mouth, you know, to coin a phrase. And then you have the other side saying, oh, we're glad you apologized. You know, thank you for being transparent. There was no transparency here, bro. What transparency? They withheld this game from people knowing, you know, because they knew what was going to go on. And I'm going to name some names right now, right? Because you guys already know. One of my best friends in this industry and in real life is Paris Lilly, right? He is effectively the face of Cyberpunk, right? My man didn't get his joint, as you saw on Twitter. He didn't get his game until a day before launch. Why do you think that is? Because they knew my man was going to keep it 100% real, you know? Why do you think we haven't, you know, Paris, he doesn't do things half measures. He's playing a game right now. You know, I've been talking to him. He's playing a game right now. He will have his review out, as he said publicly, right? Why do you think he didn't get his game? Because they knew. Even on PC, they knew, bro. They burned, CD Projekt RED has burned all their goodwill because of this fiasco. Yes, I understand that the game probably will look and run better eventually, even on last gen. I understand that. That same thing happened with The Witcher. I get that. But there's no denying the fact that this was a mess of a launch. There was no transparency whatsoever. And here's the thing, and I want to make this perfectly crystal clear. When I say CD Projekt RED, I am not talking about the actual developers working on the game. Again, I don't have any insider knowledge, right? But I guarantee you they knew what was up, right? But they had to answer to the corporate guys above them. They had to answer to their shareholders. That's why this game came out. I guarantee you, if it was up to the developers themselves, this game would not be out. They knew what was up. They knew what was up, you know, but they had no choice. They had to make their bank. And again, like I said yesterday, and a lot of people seem to understand this. This is what, you know, I understand the business side of things. I have no questions about anything. I know why everything happened. I know why they released it for last-gen consoles. I know why they released it in December. I understand all of these things. There's no mystery here, right? But look at this. This is what happens when you release a game on a platform that it shouldn't be on. This is not a current-gen game or a last-gen game. This is a next-gen game, as it's been proven because of the PS4 and Xbox One fiasco, right? Anyway, I think I said my piece, and I'm getting a little heated right now, even though it's cold out, and my battery's about to die. But yo, this is bad, man. This is horrible. I don't know how CD Projekt RED could save face. I really don't, man. And there's no really solutions to this. It's just, this is what happens. We just got to just live with it, you know? And again, I understand the situation will be better for the game eventually. We're going to get those patches. Should hopefully alleviate things. Hopefully it'll at least stabilize things on the last-gen systems, you know? Get them to around at least 30 locked. You know, something, but either way, it's a bad look for everybody involved, man, and it's a shame. Oh, quick edit. Hey, when you do live recordings, bro, things happen. But like I was saying, in like 2020, man, you know, with all this COVID bullshit going on, like there should have been a cause for celebration to release a Cyberpunk dope game and all that, but that didn't happen. Again, like I was saying, this game, when you take away all the bullshit, the game is fucking dope. It is amazing. Like it's a technical marvel, right? You know, unfortunately, just on PC. But to be fair, on PS5 and Series X is pretty good. It's pretty good, but that's also leads to show you this game was not meant to be playing on the last gen systems. You know, so if you got it on PS5 and Xbox Series X, and especially on PC, you know, there's some bugs. Don't get me wrong. Then CD Projekt RED will fix those, but you know, though you're good there, and again, the game itself, amazing, right? There's a lot of good things about it, but it's just mired in all this nonsense that shouldn't have been like that, man. It really shouldn't have been like that, but because of, you know, the higher-ups, the, you know, fucking investors, all this had to happen. Please, again, do not blame the developers, you know, the actual people who worked on it. Don't issue death threats or anything stupid like that. Please have understanding of where they're coming from, or they had to deal with, you know. Do not put your ire on them. It's the higher-ups, you know. I was gonna do it for this Tony's Take, man. How to do it. I don't want to do this, you know, because I'm not a hater of CD Projekt RED. I'm not a big fan like some other people, but I've never been a hater, and I love the fucking game, Cyberpunk 2077. But you know, I gotta call it as it is, bro. That's what I do in this industry. You know, I gotta call things as it is, good, bad, and the ugly, all that. You know. So as always, please let me know what you think in the comments below, and hit me up, man. Later.